Hello, and welcome to today's daily run. It looks like we're starting off in the meadow today, so yeah. Right off the bat, we have a Floette, which is always a nice addition to any team. And it looks like we have a Arcalodon, which is also an amazing one to start with because it's also fully evolved and its stats are really high. Right here, I go ahead and grab Rock Slide for it because it only has Electroshock right now that can hit Fairy types. And actually, it only has that move at all. So yeah, nice to have something else. We also have a Clefable, which I hate starting with Clefable because they always give it a really weird moveset, like it has Amnesia and Stored Power, and really the only move that actually does something is Misty Explosion, but you know, it kills Clefable, so I'll be replacing that as soon as I can. And our Arcalodon learned Breaking Swipe, which is also amazing, and I'm trying to catch this Splaffy here to add to the team. But it doesn't seem to wanna go with us, and now it is mine. And, you know, that could have gone smoother. But anyway, here's an Eldegoss. I also want to add this to the team, just because of, you know, Leech Seed and whatnot. I might need it. Also, a Grass type is always good to have. So, go ahead and grab yourself one of these if you feel like it. Not detrimental for the run, because the boss is ZERAORA, so you can take a hit or something like that. I believe I did use it for, like, you know, Leech Seed and whatnot, but hey, your call. Here we have the first trainer of the run, and it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So yeah, our Arcalodon by itself can KO these chumps big like they're nothing, so shouldn't be any trouble whatsoever. So yeah, let's heal it up a little bit, and Cutiefly is going to be the fairy type I'm gonna be choosing for this run because it's really fast. It hits really hard for a fast mon, like it's amazingly strong and fast. It's really frail as well, but I'll probably be outspeeding everything, so yeah. And right here, I will catch this Miltank as well because I am a sucker for Miltank. You know that. Johtomons always get my heart, so I will try to catch this. I will be able to catch this, and I believe I'll be replacing Clefable with it because honestly, Clefable, really amazing mon if you catch a Clefairy and you can, you know, build up from that. Otherwise, I really don't recommend you keep that at all. And I pass on Dragon Tail just because. And Cutiefly learns Struggle Bug, and Hyper Potion is always a nice thing to have. I am using Arcalodon as my Hyper Carry just to make my life a little easier on this beginning. Honestly, I did build my whole team, or at least most of my team, on the first 10 floors of the run. So yeah, they really have good mons here. I do recommend you take advantage of that. And we already have a 90 base power special bug move on our Rebound, so that's amazing. If you don't really like Ampharos, you can go for Zebstrika if you want to. Lightning Rod is always, you know, a good move to have, especially against ZERAORA. And the boss for the run, the floor 10 of the run, I mean, not for the run, is Double. So yeah, it was Double and will be moving forward really quickly, thank God. This run isn't really hard at all. You may have a little trouble at the end if you do not have a counter for ZERAORA, but grab yourself a ground type and you should be fine. And yeah, I did choose to go to the plains. You can opt for the fairy cave, but honestly, I did go for the fairy cave on my first attempt of this run, and I got demolished. Like, just like I believe I made it to floor 30, and it was like fairy cave and ice cave, and I got mollywop at the floor 30 by the boss. So yeah, Fluffy evolved. Also, our Tentacle evolved as well, which is nice, you know. And yeah, pretty much gonna be carrying with Arcalodon. That thing can take hits like forever, and it keeps getting bulkier and bulkier with stamina, you know. The only bad thing is that it crashes the game pretty easily with status changes, so I had to redo this a lot. Like, you can't even begin to imagine how many times stamina plus electroshock crashed my game. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and kill everything. Pretty much we only have normal types here, maybe one or two other mons, but really nothing interesting. And here's the second trainer for the run. It leads off with a Eradicate, so that's gonna be a free kill for Arcalodon. And I pass on Acid Armor for Tentacruel and Covet for Ribombi because I don't need both of those moves, and I do teach Hyper Voice to Eldegoss, even though I don't think I click it once in the run, but whatever, nice to have. Ampharos definitely want that Power Gem over Cotton Spore. So yeah, the trainers itself, like not counting bosses like gym leaders and stuff, they're pretty decently easy. Like, you shouldn't have that much trouble with anything. Honestly, I feel like they made this whole run based around the fact that you can solo it with Ursaluna, basically. Like, I don't recommend you doing that, but you know, diversify and conquer. That's what I always say. And as I said, a bunch of normal types here. At least they're fully evolved, so they give quite a good bit of EXP. So, also another good option for an electric type if you need one, Palmont right here at floor 17 of the Flames. So yeah, I just go ahead and kill it with Ribombi. A lot of experience from that one. I am trying to make Ribombi learn like Dazzling Gleam or a stronger move as fast as I can, just because. That's why I'm switching it in here and there, making stuff work, you know. And oh my god, there are a lot of florets on this run. Like, why? We don't need that. We don't want that. Nobody don't want it. It's dead. So yeah, finally Miltank learning Body Slam. I am gonna grab Aromatherapy over Cotton Spore because it doesn't make sense to have Cotton Spore and Cotton Down, which is the ability. So yeah, we have a Dodrio here. Don't recommend you picking it up. At least don't take this to level, floor 50, because you know it's gonna die. So we find the TM for Sludge Bomb. I teach it to Tentacruel because I don't really want any of the other items, so I do grab that. And the boss for the Plains, floor 20, is going to be Cress, which is an okay boss. Like, it's not terribly difficult, but yeah, I did run out of Electro Shots. My bad, I did not pay attention as much as I should to that. And our Staple Remover Boy ends up going down, but that's okay. We have an Ampharos and we already killed the ground type, so pretty much just gonna discharge these last 2 mons and that's gonna be it. Like, really not hard at all. And you have a couple options here, but I did go for the Grassy Field because I feel more comfortable over there with my team. And right here I see this Skiploom and I love Jumpluff, so I'm going to go ahead and replace Eldegoss with Skiploom just because it's faster and I think it hits harder as well. So yeah, it ends up evolving immediately, which is nice. So yeah, also I do recommend you following the routes I did, because not only it's easier to clear the run, but we have a pretty good surprise at floor 42 if you do not have it yet. So I won't spoil for now, but yeah, you're gonna see. There's also a lot of good options for grass types, like Petalil is amazing. It has Leech Seed and all of those stuffs. I do not recommend you bring like some Flora, but hey, if you're into it, you can go ahead and do it. I'm not, so I won't. Yeah, we have a fully evolved Jumpluff right here, but I already caught mine, and it's gonna go ahead and KO a lot of things actually with Sludge Bomb, with Tentacruel. And it learns Surf as well, which is nice. Also, I replaced Zen Headbutt with Play Rough on Miltank because I think it's more versatile, and I can use it more than Zen Headbutt. At least now, nothing's immune to it. So right here, I use my Ampharos to take out this Mr. Rhyme from the trainer, which honestly, I don't know if it was a good option, but I did it anyway, and yeah, it's time for Staple Remover Boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up with it and going for break swipes. And yeah, I think it has a King's Rock because it's flinching, and I don't really know why. I don't think it can flinch. Like, breaking swipe doesn't flinch as far as I know. Right here, I say YOLO and just go ahead and rock slide this thing because I don't want to be switching out a whole lot against those stuff, just because I think it can get even more annoying. And yeah, I do teach Fire Punch to Ampharos just to get rid of Thunder Punch. I don't think I click it once, or maybe I do click one time and I do get rid of it for something better later. And Ribombi finally learns Dazzling Gleam, grab the Mystic Water for Tentacruel. We have a couple of thick mons here to take out, but shouldn't be that hard. We have Sludge Bomb, and Miltank is pretty tanky as the name implies, and also has Milk Drink, so we should be fine. Also, Body Slam does a bunch of damage. And yeah, that's despite I think this Miltank is minus attack nature, so pretty good, even though it could be better. I finally get Giga Drain for Jumpluff, take the Super Potion for Ampharos. We have a lot of Whimsicots here as well if you want to go for this as your, you know, Leech Seeder and whatever. You can try to grab one with Prankster, and that should be good as well. Here's Erica, the boss for floor 30 of the run. for the grassy field. And honestly, I have a lot of counters for that. I have a bug type, I have flying types, I have a steel type that is a monster that can tank anything. So yeah, I will be switching out a little bit. Oh, and there it is. I did replace Fire Punch with Dazzling Gleam. So yeah, I just take this chance here, stay in, and die. But Miltank is gonna go ahead and do some damage. I think paralyzing a bunch of stuff is always nice. And it's so tanky, like, it's amazingly tanky. I just keep spamming Body Slam until I kill everything. So yeah, Erica, pretty easy gym leader if you have a diverse team, or at least a really strong like carry that's effective against it. So yeah, to the tall grass we go. Here's a low kicks. I won't be catching this because I do have Rebombi. I am gonna pass on the dark typing for now, and I can't even believe I said that out loud right now. It sounded crazy, like it's not me at all, but hey, that's what we gotta do sometimes. Also, I don't want to be using like the same team over and over again because I don't want to get, you know, monotonous. And I don't know, I like a challenge. I like to be creative when I can, as long as I'm not having like a terrible time. So if I'm having fun, I like to be creative. And Arcaladon finally learned Flash Cannon. Oh, we finally have an offensive steel type move for the run at floor 34. So yeah, there's a Vulpix here if you want a fire type. I don't, so here's the next trainer battle, and this one I think it's the most annoying one just because it's double battle, and those ones are kind of thick and hit hard as well. So just keep sludge waving everything. Sludge wave with Arcaladon is an amazing combo just for the immunity. So yeah, you can spam and try to at least poison everything, or just, you know, straight up KO everything, even though that's pretty surprisingly survived. And I pass on Bug Buzz, but I do get high horsepower for Miltank, so that's nice. I passed on Bug Buzz because Pollen Puff has the same base power, and I can heal my mons in a double battle with Pollen Puff. So I do like that option, even though I completely forgot about it and never used it, like in that sense. But it does a bunch of work for an offensive move as well. So yeah, here's a Parasect. I'm gonna puff it out and bye bye. So yeah, Light Screen, I don't grab that, but ZERAORA does have Discharge in case you want to teach it to Ampharos if you're, you know, using the same team I am. So it's also a nice extra guarantee you're gonna be able to take some hits. I believe I did pass on Hydro Pump just for the accuracy. I don't really like missing, especially on bosses when it matters the most, when it's, you know, win or lose. And yeah, grab some balls, another Cricketune, so not really anything interesting. I just go ahead and finish it off with Rebombi, and we're gonna be going to the final gym leader of the run. Who is it gonna be? It's gonna be Brassius. I don't know if the pronunciation is correct for that one, but hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and spam Pollen Puff. Like, I believe that's all I need to do, honestly, on this fight, because aside from Arboliva being able to take a hit, I don't think anything else can. So yeah, the team is doing pretty well for the route I took, which is always nice, you know, that nice feeling of accomplishment and being able to switch around and deal with the situations. I think it's the best feeling for a Pokemon fan. Right here, Breloom did survive just because I wasn't really paying that much attention, to be honest, and I did click Pollen Puff instead of Dazzling Gleam. But anyway, to the forest we go. We have an Ariados right here, which is gonna die pretty quickly. And right here at floor 42 is the surprise for the run. If you went for the forest, you will have a nice chance to catch yourself a good mon that I will be revealing right now. It's Bloodmoon Ursaluna. If you don't have it yet, I highly recommend you catch this to add to your starter roster, because it's really not a common Pokemon to find. It's actually quite rare. So yeah, I do end up catching this, but I did already have it, so as a starter, I mean. And I didn't want to replace Miltank. It's doing a lot of work. I like Body Slam, so I do, you know, take a while deciding if I want to replace anyone, but I don't want to regret that last minute switch. Of course, a ground type would have been amazing, but hey, choices. I get rid of Training Keys for Quiver Dance just in case I need to paralyze something, not knowing, of course, that the boss is ZERAORA, that can't be paralyzed, but oh well. We have this thing that I hate pronouncing the name, that just stalling its death with Substitute. It's like Dude, you're gonna die. Make it easier on you, you know, less pain for me as well. I grabbed the revive for Tentacle just because we don't have that free heal anymore before the final boss. And thank god I'm not hitting myself right here. Otherwise, that HP will have been, you know, going down. Hyper Beam, I don't want that. I shuffle the items once again. I'm looking for healing items for my team. And we have the final trainer of the run. It leads off with a Raichu, which honestly our Caledon can handle pretty nicely. I did take a bunch of damage from Thunder, but I'm not really worried. My defense is like sky high by this point, so this Linoon is not going to be doing anything to me. And there goes the final trainer of the run. Thank god he dropped a super potion, rolled a super potion for me to heal up a little bit. And if you want to go for the regular Ursaluna, you can always do that by catching this Ursaring, which I did. And once again, I did not replace Miltank, so yeah, would it be nice to have an Ursaluna. Even though the reason I didn't, it's because I wasn't confident I would get a beat block in like 3 floors. So I figured I'd just stick with the normal type I already have because the moveset is pretty nice at this point. So yeah, X defense and this weird thing again, like bye-bye. And yeah, I take it the mushroom to teach Leech Seed back to jump left just in time for the boss, which is always amazing, you know. We have a random Dustox, which is underwhelming mon, if anything, to have before a boss, but hey, here we are, shuffling our last items, and I did not get anything better than a potion, but hey, here's the boss, ZERAORA. I just go ahead and Dragon Claw a bunch, trying to do as much damage as I can, because our Caledon won't be doing anything like decent. It does end up taking like almost all the HP of ZERAORA just out of its sheer bulk, plus the stamina boost, so yeah. I go into Jump Love, survived a Thunder Punch, go for Leech Seed, and now I just let it, you know, pretty much die to ZERAORA. But at this point, it has no HP left, so I just go into Rebombi. I try to Quiver Dance. Yeah, it does end up going off, but I think it's still faster and kills my Rebombi, so that sucks. Miltank is gonna be able to take the hit and finish it off with high horsepower. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next run, and bye-bye!